We are back with more My Southern Home, and I'm here with Tracee Dore with Trace Dore Builders. And Tracee, thanks for being on the show with us again.
Well, thank you. And you know this lot, don't you? You've been here before.
Yes, yes. And this lot has a really neat story because this was going to be your personal home.
It was. We wanted to move back to Persimmon Ridge. And we decided that we fell in love with this lot with the ponds in the back and everything. It was almost an acre and a half. And my husband and I walked it. We have memories of our kids fishing on the dock down below. But you know, things change, life changes, and we just decided to stay in the home that we've been in for a while.
So now you're building this gorgeous, very modern home.
Yes.
In this lot.
Yes, so for this lot, I had a vision of a darker, more modern home that reminded me of the lake house that I grew up in Michigan, with really cool angled roofs and everything. And I met this couple, met them on the lot, walked the lot with them. They fell in love with the lot. It actually gives me chills thinking about it. They wanted to build the exact same vision that I had for a home here. And so we talked it over and, and decided that this was going to be their forever home.
And this is a unique build for you because you build transitional homes, of course, but an ultra modern home is a unique twist.
It is. So it's really funny because Louisville, Kentucky is very traditional overall, but we're coming around and we've got a lot of homes now going that are more transitional to more modern look. This isn't going to be a cold modern home. It's going to be kind of a very warm, welcoming home, but with a lot of really cool angled ceiling elements, clean finishes, clean cabinetry. It's kind of like go big on this one. And just kind of make a statement tucked back here in the woods.
Well, it's interesting that you mentioned the browns because we have definitely watched a trend of movement and design toward those warmer colors.
Well, and this home on the outside as well as the inside is going to have kind of a combination of cools and warms. On the outside of this house, we're going to use hardy lap siding. We're also going to use a vertical metal siding that looks like a dark wood tone. So it's really going to give the appearance of some warmth when you come up, but it's going to have that forever, no maintenance, along with stone on the outside is just really going to polish it off.
Tracee, we have taped a lot of homes of yours over the years, especially with Behind the Build. What is the process when you start working with a client?
So a lot of times clients get referred to me by another client or a friend or another professional in town. And what we do is we have a phone conversation and then we set up an in-person meeting, whether that's at their existing home or a potential lot that they're looking at. I always recommend that we meet on the lot and look at their vision before they actually purchase the lot. Sometimes they already have and that's okay too, but we need to work with the land and in what we're going to design. So then we commit to working together and building the home together. I really design the home for them, not me and what I think they should have, but for them and what's going to bring out their personality. I start hand drawing everything. We kind of get to a point, we have multiple meetings, get exactly what they want. Then I go to the draftsman, we put it all on CAD, price it all up, go from there, and make lots of revisions, through the process. But the thing that really sets me apart from all the other custom home builders is that I am with them throughout the whole process. They're not dealing with another supervisor. They're not dealing with just me sending them out to the tile store or the lighting store. I'm actually the one that's with them there, with them on job sites, walking through, exterior outdoor living spaces as well as what's happening on the inside of their space.
Well, it's nice to have someone to hold your hand through that process because there are so many decisions to be made when you're custom building a home, and it can be very overwhelming if you don't have someone guiding you through.
For sure, and I've been in this business for 30 years now. I grew up in it with my dad, and I've been doing it ever since, and I'm also educated in design doing this. So I have that background, and I want to know what's going on in this process every step of the way, so that when we get done with that house and I ask a client, what would you do different? They can't think of anything.
So what advice would you give homeowners that are out there on the fence right now, dreaming of that home that they've always wanted, but can't seem to get the courage to pull the trigger?
So construction and building is not scary. They need to hook up with a builder that's working with them as a team. And they need to just feel good about that. Right now is a fantastic time to build. It's not going to get better than right now. Prices on lumber are reasonable. Prices on a lot of the different subs are reasonable. Interest rates are a little higher, but lumber and everything and some other, some other things are down. So it's a great time to build.
Tracee, what a lot of people don't realize if they're not in the industry and they're not watching it is that when rates go up, prices go down. And when rates go down, prices go up. So it's really a wash.
It really is. And right now in our area in Louisville, there's not a lot of land. I'm also building on a lot of large lots right now for people, 5-acre lots on up. That's becoming very popular. People want more secluded lots. They want their own privacy. And if you want that land, you need to start looking for it because it's going to take a little bit of time to find the right piece for you.
Well, and that's a good point because just because you have purchased the land doesn't mean you have to go ahead and build.
Correct. No, I have some people that aren't going to build with me for a year or two, but we're working on the blueprints right now. They kind of want to know where the house is going to price up and how it's going to sit. And that process, it can take 3 months or it can take a year if they want it to. But it's definitely a great time to build right now.
Oh, well, thank you so much, Tracee. Really appreciate it.
Thank you.
We'll be back with more My Southern Home in just a moment.